The sun hung low over the sprawling acres of the Triple Oak Ranch, casting long shadows across the Texas plains. Sheriff Tom Harlan, a man whose weathered hands bore the marks of both ranch work and law enforcement, was mending a fence when a scream shattered the afternoon's quiet. It was his daughter, Ellie, 16 and fearless, her voice cutting through the air like a blade. Tom dropped his tools and sprinted toward Miller's Run, the creek that wound through their land like a lifeline. His heart pounded, each beat a mix of dread and fury. Bursting through the cottonwoods, he saw Ellie, pale but defiant, clutching the reins of her mare, Sunbeam, as Monica Stiles, the HOA president from the neighboring gated community, yanked at the horse's bridle. Monica, barely 5 feet tall but brimming with venom, waved the clipboard like a weapon, shrieking about community water rights and a new bylaw that supposedly made the creek hers. Ellie's phone lay cracked on the ground, slapped from her hand. "This is our land, Mrs. Stiles," Ellie said, her voice steady despite the fear in her eyes. Monica scoffed, dialing 911 with a sneer. "Trespasser. I'm having you removed." Tom stepped forward, his sheriff star glinting on his chest. "No need, Monica. The law's already here." Her eyes widened, but the surprise quickly morphed into defiance. She demanded he arrest Ellie for trespassing. Instead, Tom checked on his daughter, pulling her close as she slid off Sunbeam, tears brimming. His deputies, Carter and Lee, arrived, their cruiser kicking up dust. Tom produced his deed, a faded document proving Miller's Run was Harlan land, not HOA property. Monica thrust her clipboard forward, ranting about a new rule that supposedly trumped his title. "An HOA can't redraw property lines," Tom said, his voice calm but edged with steel. Monica's face twisted with rage. Whether it was his tone or the deputy's skeptical looks, something snapped. She swung her clipboard, cracking it across Tom's cheek. Pain flared, blood trickled. Ellie gasped. Carter and Lee tensed, hands on their belts. Monica smirked, as if daring him to react. Tom exhaled slowly. "Monica Stiles, you're under arrest for assaulting an officer." Her smirk vanished as he cuffed her, the metals click echoing by the creek. As the deputies drove her away, her glare through the cruiser's window sent a chill down Tom's spine. This wasn't over. Back at the ranch, Tom's wife, Clara, bandaged his cheek, her lips tight with anger. They'd bought Triple Oak a decade ago, fleeing the city for open skies and a place to raise Ellie among horses and hard work. Miller's Run was their heart, where Clara tended her gardens, where Ellie learned to ride, where Tom found peace despite his sheriff's badge. The HOA, a recent blight from the Harmony Pines subdivision, had been a minor nuisance until Monica took over. A 45-year-old busybody with a ruler straight bob and a thirst for control, she'd griped about their cattle smell and their roads dust, each complaint rebuffed by Tom's legal know-how. But this quick grab felt different, calculated, personal. Their neighbor, Otis, a quirky retiree with a yard full of junked cars and a rooster named King, had warned them. "Monica's no human, Tom. Those eyes don't blink. She's after your water." Otis, ever the conspiracy nut, had once offered Monica his fiery habanero jam to settle a fence dispute. She'd called it a biohazard. Days later, Otis found a smudged HOA notice tacked to a distant fence post, declaring Miller's Run a community recreational waterway. It was laughable pure Monica nonsense, citing fake statutes and a pink highlighted map. Tom's lawyer confirmed it was baseless, but Tom attended the next HOA meeting to shut it down. The clubhouse reeked of lemon polish and desperation. Monica, flanked by jittery board members, cut him off as he presented his deed. "Old maps, Sheriff. We are progressive. The creeks for our dues-paying members." She flipped through her clipboard, spouting gibberish about paddle boats and a picnic area on Harlan's Bend, Ellie's favorite spot. Tom's blood boiled. This wasn't just overreach, it was an attack on his family. He warned her to retract the notice. Her smile was cold. The rules stand, Sheriff. Otis, wearing a tinfoil-lined hat, for mind control, muttered, "Can't reason with a viper in heels." Then came the fire. At 2 a.m., a ranch hand's panicked call woke Tom. The south barn's burning. Clara was already up, her face ashen. The south barn housed hay, tools and sunbeam. They raced toward the orange glow, the heat searing even from afar. Ranch hands fought the blaze with hoses, but it was futile. "Sunbeam!" Tom shouted. The hand's grim look said it all, the fire was too fast. Another reported cut fences in the west pasture, cattle scattering. This was no accident. As dawn revealed the barn's charred skeleton, the vet delivered worse news: Sunbeam had been poisoned before the fire, a cruel, deliberate act. Ellie, told later, collapsed in sobs. Tom's rage burned hotter than the flames. Monica's fingerprints were all over this. Hope flickered with Tom's trail cameras. One, shielded by an oak, had survived. Its footage, grainy but damning, showed three figures at 2:17 a.m. Vince Stiles, Monica's 19-year-old son, a spoiled brat, a hawking thug named Tank, and a wiry kid, Skitter. They carried gas cans and bolt cutters, dousing the barn and snipping fences. A distant vehicle's headlights blinked, then vanished toward Harmony Pines. Someone else was involved, someone pulling strings. Tom's mind raced. Was Monica cunning enough for this, or was Vince acting for a bigger player? Miller's Run, a rare steady water source, was gold to developers eyeing their ranch for condos or golf courses. Monica, out on bail, went into overdrive. A shredding truck roared into her driveway, followed by an emergency trash pickup. Otis, ever nosy, dove into her garbage and found a manila envelope reeking of her lavender perfume. Inside were emails between Monica and Victor Crane, CEO of Crane Properties, a firm known for gobbling up rural land. Monica had promised Crane water rights to Miller's Run for a fat, consulting fee, and a community dock. Crane would help rezone Triple Oak if the Harlans resisted. The arson wasn't just revenge, it was meant to scare them off, devalue their land. Monica was a greedy pawn in Crane's game. Tom met with prosecutor Laura Bennett, laying out the case: Monica's assault, the arson, Vince's role, and Crane's scheme. Laura called the emails dynamite. Vince, Tank, and Skitter, facing hard time, flipped fast. Vince admitted Monica planned it all, even supplying the poison for Sunbeam to teach the sheriff's brat a lesson. The trio's confessions, plus financial records showing Crane's payments to Monica's secret account, built an ironclad case. Harmony Pines residents, freed from Monica's grip, shared tales of her bullying, some hinting at Crane's other shady deals. The trial was a spectacle. Monica, defiant in her pressed blazer, withered as Vince, Tank, Skitter, and Otis testified. Ellie's statement stole the room. "You didn't just burn our barn," she said, staring down Monica and Crane. "You tried to steal our home. You failed. We are stronger." Jurors wept. Monica sobbed, her facade crumbling. Crane, in his sleek suit, looked stunned that a small-town sheriff could touch him. The jury took hours. Guilty. Monica for assault, arson, conspiracy, animal cruelty. Crane for conspiracy, bribery, fraud. The courtroom roared. Sentencing crushed them. Monica got years behind bars, her HOA crown shattered. Vince and his cronies got lighter terms, but enough to rethink their paths. Crane faced prison and fines that gutted his empire. The HOA paid $250,000, partly to the Harlans and partly to a fund in Sunbeam's name. Monica's bylaw was voided, Miller's Run stayed Harlan land. The HOA, under new leadership, apologized. Triple Oak healed slowly. The barn's ruins were cleared, plans laid to rebuild. Ellie, sketching by the creek, named a new Palomino for Dusk a fresh start. Tom and Clara, forged closer by the fight, found peace in justice won legally, not through vengeance. Otis threw a raucous barbecue, claiming credit with a trophy, Monica's perfume bottle filled with his habanero jam. Miller's run flowed on, its song a testament to their victory. But as Tom watched Ellie by the water, a question lingered: after such betrayal, could their ranch ever reclaim its old innocence? The peace they'd won was hard-earned, fiercer, and all the sweeter for it.